You know that iconic blue and yellow can? Yeah, the one that's probably in your garage or under your sink right now. We're talking about WD-40. And today we're going to dive into the incredible story that's been hiding in plain sight on its label this whole time.
Seriously, you've probably seen this can a million times. Maybe you even used it this week. But have you ever really stopped to look at the name and think, what in the world does that 40 actually stand for? Well, it's not just some random number. Nope. It's actually the key to a wild story that connects top-secret Cold War rockets to that squeaky hinge on your bathroom door. Yeah, really.
All right, to get to the bottom of this, we've got to go all the way back to 1953. Picture this: San Diego, California. The Cold War is heating up, the space race is about to kick off, and there's a ton of tension in the air.
Now, don't picture some giant corporation. This was the Rocket Chemical Company, and it was literally just a tiny startup with a staff of 3. And their goal wasn't to fix your bike chain. Oh no. They had a very, very specific and very high-stakes client in mind. And this is where the name comes in, because it literally tells the story of how they did it. WD stands for water displacement, which was its main purpose. And the 40? Well, get this. That's because it was their 40th attempt to get the formula right. They failed 39 times before they finally nailed it. Talk about persistence.
And this just shows you how specialized this stuff was. Its very first mission wasn't to fix a squeak. It was to protect the outer skin of the Atlas missile, the first intercontinental ballistic missile the US had. Its job was to keep that giant rocket from rusting while it sat waiting. Literally rocket science.
So that's the big question, right? How does something made for a top-secret missile program end up in basically every single garage in the country? Well, this is where the story gets really good, because it was a total accident. It turns out the stuff just worked too well. So well, in fact, that employees started sneaking cans out of the plant to use at home on their own projects. They were the first ones to realize, hey, this stuff is amazing for everything. That was the light bulb moment. And from there, its reputation just exploded. The first full truckload ever ordered, it wasn't for hardware stores. It was shipped out to help people recondition their cars and trucks after they were flooded by Hurricane Carla. Then, airlines like Delta and United started using it for maintenance. It was even sent over to soldiers in Vietnam to protect their firearms from the jungle moisture. From natural disasters to the battlefield, it was everywhere.
So yeah, all of this unofficial word-of-mouth marketing just led to this massive official growth. The secret was definitely out, and the little Rocket Chemical Company knew they were sitting on a gold mine.
I mean, this was a huge vote of confidence. Think about it. They decided to change the company name from Rocket Chemical Company to the WD-40 Company. They literally bet their entire future on their one and only product. And wow, did that bet pay off. By 1993, it was found in 4 out of every 5 homes in America. 4 out of 5. And get this, sales had climbed to over 1 million cans a week.
And this quote from a former CEO really nails it. He said, "People start believing they can't live without their WD-40. It just worked so well that it became more than a product. It wasn't just a can of stuff, it was the go-to solution, the ultimate problem solver."
But you know how it goes. When something gets this famous, the rumors and urban legends start flying. So let's take a minute and clear a few of those up.
Okay, first up, the big one, the great lubricant debate. Is WD-40 a lubricant or not? The answer is, it's complicated. The truth is, it's a unique blend of things. It does contain light lubricating oils, which is why it's great at stopping squeaks in the short term. But its main jobs are cleaning and displacing water. So, while it's perfect for a squeaky door hinge, you probably wouldn't want to use it as a long-term grease for something like your bike chain. It's a different tool for a different job.
Now for one of the weirdest, most persistent myths out there, that it contains fish oil. Yeah, you heard me. For years, fishermen swore by it, saying that spraying it on their lures helped them catch more fish. But while the company finds the story amusing, they've gone on record many, many times to say, nope, it's totally false. There's 0 fish oil in there. Okay, and then there's a much more dangerous myth we have to talk about. Some people believed it could be used to relieve arthritis pain. The company has been crystal clear on this one. Absolutely not. They've stated very firmly that it should never be used for any medical purposes.
So what is the secret to this stuff?
Well, the formula itself is the biggest secret of all. It has remained completely unchanged since 1953, and it's one of the most closely guarded trade secrets in the world. And here's the genius part.
They never patented it. Why? Because getting a patent would mean they'd have to reveal exactly what's in it. By keeping it a secret, they've protected it for decades.
And when I say they guard this secret, I mean they go to some pretty incredible, almost theatrical lengths. For the company's 50th anniversary, the CEO literally dressed up in a full suit of chainmail, rode a horse through Times Square, and personally escorted the original written formula to a new safe. And more recently, they moved it again, to an even more secure bank vault. They've turned the physical piece of paper into a legend of its own.
So, when you think about it, if a single secret formula from 1953, one designed for rockets, can end up having over 2,000 documented uses, it makes you wonder, what other everyday secrets are hiding in plain sight all around us? It's just an amazing reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary things come from the most unexpected places.